The next step in understanding people is here, way beyond where they live, what they earn, and their purchasing history. The next step is understanding their values, behaviours, and their mindsets. Knowing what they'll do next and why.
We looked in the market at tools which could enable us to understand the values of our customers. As we wanted to design a bank that appealed to ethical consumers. So looking in the market, the only one that seemed to offer that level of detail was Roy Morgan's Helix Personas. Bank Australia was a new brand in the market, so we had very minimal brand awareness. So after that campaign, which ran for about 9 months, our brand awareness grew to 6% unprompted and 25% prompted awareness. So the targeting and the understanding of those Helix Personas allowed us to really maximise a return on marketing.
Many of our clients are drowning in big data that is so shallow. It only tells you where customers have been, not where they'd like to go next. With Helix Personas, you are operating at a much deeper level. It is now built on what's called a mesh block level, instead of the old way that used statistical areas known as SA1s. This means that it is now 6 times more precise than before, as mesh blocks have around 60 people in them, compared to SA1s that have over 400. This translates into amazing commercial outcomes for our clients.
Retail has undergone significant disruption through changes in consumer behaviour that's been driven by technology. So every retailer is coming to us and asking us the question, where does their future lie? And that question can only be answered by understanding who their opportunity consumer is. Our philosophy is that consumers are defined by their behaviours and their attitudes, not their age and income. Helix Personas has been absolutely pivotal in helping us take learnings to the local level and optimising our clients' businesses. It is always incumbent on us to help our clients understand the importance of psychographics versus demographics. And on that basis, Helix Personas is unmatched.
Clients like Bendigo Bank are a really great example of the power of Helix Personas. It's because they take advantage of the full offering of Helix, that identifies the unique mindset of every Australian and then classifies the population into 54 unique personas that are grouped into 6 communities. Helix truly unlocks the DNA of all Australians. Over the last few years, I've heard from my clients that they want to import their own data and take it to a new level. And I'm really excited to say that that's just one of the many things that the latest Helix can do. So clients can enrich their maps with their data and our Roy Morgan data, map multiple store catchments at the same time, and show all the usual Google points of interest to make their maps more functional and fast as they develop strategies and full campaigns.
Because we work for a bank, we've got a lot of data on people's individual banking transactions. So we know a lot about how they use their money, but we don't necessarily know all that much about how they are as people. Helix Personas is really helpful for us because not only does it give us a better understanding of who our customers and potential customers are, but it also gives us access to the media database. So having an understanding about who they are, how we should talk to them, and then ultimately how we can reach them as well. From the First Home Buyers campaign, we were actually able to increase the number of applications by 30% of first home buyers from the previous year, and we actually only spent about half the amount of money on media.
Disruption's a new business model, and our clients need a competitive edge to understand what will happen next rather than what happened yesterday. You know so much more about people with Helix Personas in as much drill down detail as you need. And for brand advertisers and their media agencies, it's brilliant for optimising communications. It's push button simple, helping you plan, buy and evaluate your marketing all in the one spot. And with the new Helix Personas, you know where they live, where they work and where they shop. So that communication is targeted by time and behaviour. It's contextual, so your campaign message always remains relevant. And we know what media channels are best to use, such as TV, radio or outdoor, or of course online using Facebook or other programmatic buying tools. Helix Personas also has its own inbuilt online measurement platform. By linking over 19 million internet connected devices to Helix Personas, we can analyse everything about what people are doing online. To do this, a client creates a pixel on our live audience evaluation platform and then places it on their website or digital advertising. The profiling is so strong that within just 24 hours, the client will know who's interested in a certain product or whether their creative is working or not.
You know, everyone's struggling a little bit these days, and it's because the media landscape is fragmenting so much. There's so many channels out there, there's so many ways to communicate with our audiences. So the biggest thing, or the biggest request we get is to be able to identify those audiences, understand who they are, what makes them tick, what media they consume, and not only that, so we can target them, but what messages will resonate with those guys. We say Helix Personas is our most powerful tool, and it allows us to identify from a property point of view the people who live in the immediate area, the people who are more likely to buy an apartment in that area, and therefore these become their potential buyers. Not only from a media point of view or an advertising point of view, it dictates what the brand is, what the tone of the communications are. It dictates everything for that campaign. So it's our most powerful tool.
Helix Personas is beyond demographics, geography, even transactional analysis. Our clients want to find new customers and improve relationships with existing ones, and so many of those things are changing. Helix Personas goes well beyond traditional market and consumer analysis tools and gets inside people's heads. It tells you who people are, what drives them, why they do what they do, and probably most importantly, what they're going to do next. This power is pretty game-changing, and that's what's happened. Roy Morgan's Helix Personas has changed the game.